Hi, this is Jen Yakapuchi, and I'm going to walk you through how to edit or change an existing transportation placement. This is the third of the transportation training series. There are two other training demo videos. If you're starting here, I urge you to go back to the other two as I'm only going to be editing existing transportation placements. So once you log into Champ, you'll come to the welcome screen, and you may have other programs listed across the top here, depending on your permissions. But this training, we're just focusing on circuit breaker, so we're going to click circuit breaker. You will then come to a page that shows you all the open claims that are available to you, depending on your permissions. My permissions are to our fictional district of Margaritaville. So I'm going to click on that, and that brings me to the home screen for Margaritaville. And you'll see there's been some transportation expenses already added here, which we know because I'm going to edit them. In order to get to the placements to edit, I have to click this number 2, Add Students. And the students I'm going to edit are Ron Weasley, and I'm going to edit Ted Lasso's cost for the monitor. And that's it. And then I'll show you a couple other things once I'm in here. Okay. So starting with Ron, I'm going to click on Ron Sassid. I'm going to look at his placements, and I'm changing his transportation placement. So I want to open up that placement, which is 504. And when I do that, it opens up to the details of what that placement was. And it's very high level, start, end date, and cost and number of days. But it doesn't show me what I actually claimed here. So in order to see that, I need to click this related button. And once I do that, I see I have two different areas of transportation that I claimed. I claimed a bus service, which is the transportation, the first row here, 505. And then I claimed a nursing service in 506. The nurse is what I want to edit. If you remember on my prior training, I only claimed 5 hours of a nurse because I said it was 1 hour per day. I forgot that the nurse was with him both trips, so it was actually 2 hours per day. So I want to change what I claimed there. So in order to do that, I click this little caret, and an edit button comes up. And all the information related to that placement is here. And I scroll down and I say, here's the hour per day. I want to change that to 2. And then I just click save. And now we see the cost has doubled. So that's been changed. And we see it doubled up here as well. So that was easy, a little easy fix for Ron. The other thing I want to do is I want to change the cost of the monitor that I claimed for Ted Lasso. I originally had claimed $75 a day, but now that I'm going over my bills and I see what I'm calculating for a cost for Ted, I'm realizing that's not correct. So I want to change that to 100. So I'm going to view all to get to Ted because he's further down on the list here. And again, I'm going to the placements. I'm going to his transportation placement. And I only see the total that was claimed for him. In order to see the details of the total of what transportation was claimed for him, I need to click related. And then it shows you the breakdown here. We have the bus service, and then we have the bus monitor, which I know doesn't match my records. It's too low. And I open this up, and I scroll down here to the daily rate of 75. I want to change that to 100. And then I just click save. And now we see it changed. Now let's say I forgot to add a nurse for Ted. I know there's a bus monitor here, but let's just, for the sake of showing you how to do it, I'm going to add a nurse for Ted. Well, actually, I'll add it to someone else. That way it doesn't get confusing. I'll add it to Dave Dixon, who wasn't one of my other examples, but he is a student here with transportation already. I'm going to click Dave Dixon. I'm going to go to his placements, and I want to look for his transportation placement. And I just want to write down the dates so that I don't mess this up when I enter it. 175 days, okay. So now we don't know what's already been claimed for the transportation, so you have to go to related. And I guess we just see, well, this isn't filling in, but I think it's just the bus service. And if I want to add anything to the existing placement, I click new here. The only caveat to that is if you have a third-party vendor, Vanpool, and then you forgot to enter the monitor service that the same third-party vendor billed you for, you cannot claim it here on new. You would have to delete the existing placement for just the transportation service for Vanpool and enter a new placement, which will walk you through how to enter the transportation service and then the bus monitor service. It cannot be added on new. That's the only caveat to this. But I can add a nurse for Dave Dixon. And when in here, you're going to search services and it's nursing services. And that's what you're going to select. Yeah, it's daily, right? You're always claiming on a transportation the daily service, which I went over in my other training, and it's 2 hours per day. And I'm clicking additional services from for where it is in the IEP, and he's receiving this service and just this service. So now I'm going to save this, and now we see the nursing service added. Now, if I made a mistake and I said, oh no, that's not correct, I would click this edit. And now I can go in and edit, but then I can also delete. Oops, what did I do here? Required fields must be completed. Oh, something was missing. Let me just do cancel. I don't know why it disappeared there, but let's try delete now. And now it deleted. Okay, so that's how you would edit, delete an existing you can edit a service, add a service, and delete a service. The only service that you cannot add is a monitor being provided by the same bus company that you already claimed. That would have to be, the original placement would have to be deleted and then a new one added with the new monitor cost. Thank you, and please try to come to any of our drop-in sessions, reach out to your liaisons if you have questions, and let us know however we can help you.